Hello again. For this video, I'm going to be talking about a type of unaided communication, which means that there's no actual, physical objects that are needed for this type of communication, and that is sign language. I worked in a classroom last semester with a lot of kids who had autism, and they had great function over their bodily movements. They didn't have spastic movements like some children who don't have as much control over their hands, but they were still nonverbal, and so they were definitely at a higher level of communication and didn't require some of the more in-depth services. So sign language was a really great thing for them because they were able to, they had enough charge over their bodies that they could use that form of communication. And so one boy, I remember, knew quite a bit of sign language that he had been taught in his class. Things like more, I want, more, cookies, or candy, or fruit, or they were able to initiate things that they wanted. Or they could tell, about their families, or they could tell that they need to go to the bathroom. They use signs like that for initiation, which is a really important part of communication because it teaches the students to tell their caregiver, teacher, parent what they need rather than having to be asked all the time. And so sign language is a really great communication system for those students who are able to have control over their hands enough to use those signs. And you would teach it almost like you would any other picture-based communication. You would just teach them to initiate with a sign what they need, and then you would reinforce them with whatever it was that you're asking for. And after a continuous amount of those trials, they would learn that those signs get them what they asked for, and they'll continue to use those. And so sign language is a great communication system that's really simple and that isn't often thought of as technology, but it is. And so that's a really great one that I found to use for students who are higher functioning with autism.